Welcome to Victory Achieved Gaming. This is Owen, also known as Immortalium.
And I am Caitlin.
And I am so happy right now, folks.
I was waiting for... So everyone get ready for Caitlin to be playing Dark Souls for the next 5 years.
Hopefully not that much. I'll help you. I'll help you. But folks, Dark Souls... first off, I've been wanting to get Caitlin to play Dark Souls for years.
Yeah.
Literal years.
I think I did do a little bit once. I remember the boulder. I now know about the boulder because I did...
I was about to ask, actually, how much you know about Dark Souls.
I remember from when playing with you at the beginning, that one time years ago, was the boulder gave me a fucking fright.
Yeah, you threw the controller down, I remember that.
I actually was supposed to run away from the first boss.
Yes.
And not fight him like I was doing. And you sat there and watched me.
Giggled, yeah. It's funny.
And I remember being like, why is this so hard? He's like the first boss.
Is it just those two things then?
That's all I kind of remember. I remember the bonfires kind of.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
Just kind of slightly that you do the stats and stuff, yeah.
That's what Caitlin remembers, so that was important to get out of the way, folks. But Dark Souls, the idea of this channel was inspired by Let's Plays of Dark Souls. I mean, oh man, I'm so excited. There's so much I want to talk to you about, Caitlin, in the game. I'm going to do my best, folks, to make this the best possible Let's Play I can possibly...
I remember the sun guy as well.
Oh, you've heard about Solaire, yeah.
Yeah,
You didn't see him at that time, but you've heard about him.
No, I am... Before I met my boyfriend, there was a guy I was kind of seeing for a bit, and he was obsessed with Dark Souls as well, and he was obsessed with that character.
Ah, okay, Solaire. Okay, we'll meet him eventually, don't worry. But, like... There's a lot of amazing Let's Plays out there, so I don't know if I can be the best, but I'm going to do my best, folks, to make it the best possible Let's Play that I can possibly do, and with Caitlin. Also, I'm going to say there's not going to be a death counter in this series. There's two reasons for that. One is, I'll admit, folks, that I just kind of don't want to do the work of adding it. Editing already takes me a very long time. But secondly, I also don't want to focus so much on death as well with this game. Whenever people talk about Dark Souls, they always talk about its difficulty, isn't it? That's the only context that they typically bring up for you, Caitlin, right? That it's a difficult game.
Yeah, it's a difficult game.
And it is a difficult game, but there's so much more to it than that.
It just looks really dark and gloomy. I like my RPGs to look colourful and vibrant.
Yeah, but there's actually some really good, like, wholesome stuff in it.
But you know what I mean? From the ones I play, you can tell.
Yeah, I know.
I like my stuff. That's why I love Tales, because it's so vibrant.
She was talking about that because Bandai Namco...
Yeah, you thought I went... Like, actually, I went... This always makes... When I see that logo, it always makes me think of Tales. And he went... What, you thought... Was it Gun?
From Software. Because she said it when From Software popped up, you see.
But it was just... But Bandai Namco just appeared before that. I think it just disappeared.
Anyway, we should get into the main menu now.
Yes.
But, yes, I'm going to do my best, folks.
See Bandai Namco.
Just accept all of this if you can. It takes a while to get through all of this.
God damn. Oh, does anyone read this? No one reads this stuff.
Some people do, actually. There was a thing a few years ago where someone made one of these for something, and it had a thing in it where it's like, tick this box and you'll get a prize. And a few people actually ticked the box and got prizes. But it was like amongst all of the rest of it. So it was like, you'd only find it if you were like actually reading it. But...
New game?
In just a moment. But yes, I'm going to do my best work. Also, just to let people know, once we reach Firelink Shrine, I'm going to be going into so much detail about the various systems of this game with Caitlin. Not spoiler stuff, but just to make sure she understands, because this game can be quite obtuse when it comes to many of its mechanics. And also, I want to make sure that Caitlin is able to choose her own style of play. So early on, I'm going to make sure she gets like access to a variety of equipment to make sure that she can pick the one she likes.
It has to be... It can't be anything that aim. It has to be swords.
Yeah. Well, it's mostly that in...
God. Even though bows and arrows are my favorite weapon, I'm so terrible at aiming.
That's fair. Anyway, without further ado, folks, let's get started with new game. And we've got an interesting one to start off with. Well, I mean, just hit okay.
I think the brightness looks fine.
And this should all be okay as well.
Yeah, we can probably change that later, I say.
And yep, that's fine.
I always tend to keep things the way they are.
Here we go.
Oh, I want to be a male.
Character
I
creation.
Want to be female.
Don't worry, you can pick that in a moment. But first things first, let's give our character a name. Now, unfortunately, with this PC port, we have to use the keyboard specifically for this.
Okay. Sorry, lads. My mic is kind of there, so I'm going to move.
Yeah, it's going to sound a little worse for a moment. What's a nice name you'd like to give your character? Oh, that's cute. Sakura.
I use that for everything. Actually, if I play male characters, I use Izumi a lot because I really like that name.
Oh, that's fair.
And I
Cool name.
use Zero a lot because of even though Vampire Knight traumatized many people due to incest.
That's fair.
The incest twist we all confirmed they got the anime cancelled.
By the way, I think move over that way a bit so you're in front of the mic.
So like I still love Zero. He wasn't one of the incest people, thank God. And then Ikto is another one from Shogakara.
Cool.
So they're my 3 male ones. And Sakura is always my female one. Or Usagi.
I don't know why, but I always seem to go with Samantha. I don't know why.
I always thought you'd go with the Japanesey names.
But so, okay, before we go through this is an important decision. This isn't like the sex or the name where it's kind of like, it doesn't really matter.
Depraved.
So we're going to go through this slowly. So because I want you to pick a decent character here. So, warrior. So the warrior class is kind of the default class that a lot of people pick. You've got your high strength and high dexterity. Actually, those are the stats on the left.
That's what I was looking at.
I'll go through them in more detail in a while.
Funny, like everything's 11.
Yeah, deprived is actually a surprisingly good class, despite obviously being the brunt of a lot of jokes. So warrior, basically, you start off with a shield. You start off with a sword. You have your leather armor with some metal bits in it. And basically, it's your standard kind of hack and slash.
It actually does, I would say, also has very fair stats for starting, I think.
Yeah, it kind of does. If you're going for magic stuff, it's a little weaker for that, but for the rest of it, it's pretty good.
Yeah, Knight.
Now, Knight is a little overrated, I think, personally. So you've got a lot of HP. You got heavier armor than warrior.
Which one is magic?
So magic is related to intelligence and faith.
Okay.
So basically, that's 2 different types of magic there, you see.
That's still pretty good for Knight.
Mm-hmm. So Wanderer is high dexterity. So dexterity is like kind of quick weapons. Like, so in this case, it's like a curved sword. So if you want to use like dexterous weapons, that's kind of the one that you'd be going for. Thief, I'm going to be completely honest. Thief is too difficult for a beginner. Bandit is like the high strength kind of one. They hit hard with like a big weapon.
But they move slower, so I don't like that.
Well, okay, I can talk about moving slower.
I'm assuming they do, because normally when I play games and someone has an axe, they always move slower with the fucking axe, and it drives me insane.
Yeah, but it isn't determined by weapon in this game, you see, how fast someone moves.
Oh, what's determined?
Weight, how much your equipment weighs on you.
Oh, okay, normally axes would be
So that's something I'd go through with you at some point. Hunter is going to be if you want to use a bow at the beginning.
No, I do not.
Sorcerer, you're going to get a staff and a basic sorcery spell. Pyromancer. Now, pyromancy is interesting. Pyromancy is a form of magic that isn't reliant on stats. So it's going to be as good as it ever is going to be, except for the catalyst, which is what you use to cast magic in the first place.
Yeah.
Cleric is your like holy magic. Think like healing is a good option for that, but also eventually you can use like lightning spells to like, throw things at enemies. And then deprived is just kind of an all-rounder in terms of stats. If you're unsure, if you don't want to specialize in anything, you'd go with the deprived. So, like, is there any one that you're kind of leaning towards?
I just literally moved to it really fast. I'm surprised you didn't even notice.
What, the Wanderer?
Yeah.
I'm surprised that you... I mean, I did notice. I honestly didn't expect that to be the one you'd pick.
What do you think I'd pick?
I thought you might go with something like Bandit or even Warrior.
I like the fact that I like the curved weapons more. I feel like they'd be faster and lighter.
Okay. Yeah,
And that's why I
Wanderer is
picked
a fine one to go with, so... Now, Gift. So, Gift is basically an item you're going to start off with as a gift.
Okay, I'll go through these there. So, obviously, who picks no gift?
Some people do.
You're stupid, but okay.
Some people like to play this game challenging. They think it's too easy, so they want to make it harder for themselves. So, here's the thing, folks. So, there is kind of one gift here which is always picked, and that's the Master Key. So, the Master Key opens any basic lock, and that's actually huge for a lot of reasons. But there is a risk with Master Key, and I'm here to mitigate that. Because if you have the master key, sometimes you can wander into like harder areas than, you know, that you're not expected
So
to
I'm
be
going
at.
to avoid that then.
But I could tell you, I could be the one here to tell you, like...
Oh, don't go in there.
Don't go in there, because you might not be ready.
Black firebomb. Exposed upon impact when thrown, more deadly than stun bomb. Okay. Tiny spirit called humanity. Sprite. Okay, called humanity. Found in carcasses. Binoculars used to peer at faraway sights. Pendant. Trinket. No effect, but food, memories, comfort.
Fond, not food.
Fond. What the feck? That sounds stupid. Master key. Obviously. Okay. Tiny beam ring. Special tribal ring. Grants small increased HP. Old witch ring. Honestly, yeah, Master Key sounds like the best one.
That's the one oddly enough though, if I had to pick a second choice out of this list, I would actually be the Old Witch's Ring. But...
For magic, yeah.
No, actually, this has nothing to do with, like, your stats or anything. It's to do with a specific NPC in the game, you see. But I think Master Key is the best option out of these for the moment. Now, the rest of this isn't, like, stuff that's going to change...
Oh, but I love this!
Yeah, but, okay, what I was going to say, aren't you going to look at physique first?
Where's that? Oh, I didn't notice physique. Oh.
Yeah, so do you want like a slim body, very slim, large, you know, that kind of stuff?
Here we go.
Wow, I usually go slim, not very slim.
Why?
Well, very slim makes me think of... Have you ever seen Scream 3?
Yeah.
You have seen Scream 3? Do you remember Courtney Cox in that?
Not really.
Like, you know, I'm...
The prettiest face is the royalty one.
Fair. So... Here, oh, also you can rotate the camera with the right stick if you want to see like the other stuff around the hair. I will say, folks, the character creation isn't the most in-depth in this game, but that's because, you know, this was a relatively low-budget game compared to what they're doing now. So, and there's still enough in here that you can get some very creative like character creations. But what was I saying before? Oh yeah, so Courtney Cox in that, I think she looks anorexic in that movie, in Scream 3. Like, she was already pretty skinny in Scream 1 and Scream 2, but, like, in Scream 3, she looks far too skinny for my
I'm a ginger, so should I go that? No, I actually don't like the ginger in this.
So, I don't want to, like, say too much, folks, but I'm usually, like, a kind of a silver hair person myself.
The dark red looks nicer than the red, actually.
That's fair. Now, you're going to learn that there's quite a bit you can do here, because don't go with Accept yet. If you go into Customize... you can do a lot more changes here. I don't know how in-depth you want to get in terms of changing things.
Oh, I can make myself old.
So it's a subtle difference, but you can see it, right?
Kind of. What does making myself more feminine mean? Oh, that looks pretty.
So I think, from what I recall, masculine means like stronger jaw. That's the only difference I really recall in it.
I think that looks nice.
Or actually, wait, is it this weak? Actually, maybe this is to do with the... Oh, this is to do with... Yeah, weak means like your face is more curved. So I think your chin sticks out more with strong. Now, if you go down to Customize, I believe, you can see you can go into a lot more detail with this character creation.
I did this before and it was really fun.
Yeah.
I think her hair looks fine.
You always, like, been into character creation. And to be fair, a lot of people enjoy the character creation in these games. Some people do their best to make, like, the worst looking character possible. Like, I've seen a lot of blue-skinned creations that make them look like frogs or something. So you can actually customize this hair color a bit more now if you want, in terms of, like, RGB.
I get that.
So, like, bright red would be if you had all red and then none of the green or the blue.
Actually, that's fine. And I'm okay with this. I think I like this.
You're good?
I think her eyes are blue, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're blue.
Maybe just make them all blue.
Make them, like, bright blue.
Yeah, I have bright blue eyes. I have very blue eyes. Everyone always says that to me.
Like a lemur. Have you seen lemur blue eyes?
No, but I do. Like, everyone says it to me, that I have really blue eyes. It runs in my family.
You do have really blue eyes.
Yeah, I actually have the bluest eyes.
Even so, it's still not as blue as a lemur's. I'll show you a picture of a lemur eyes afterwards.
Which I find really funny. I know I said blue eyes, and the image of me has, like, brown, I would think. And that was
does
like the first thing I said to you was like, why are my eyes brown on my character?
You didn't say that. I showed you the picture beforehand because she was like, "Is this good?" And you were like, "Oh, it's so cute."
It is cute, but I didn't know why my eyes were brown. I'm assuming she did it because of my hair and it matches my hair better. My eyes are actually like really blue.
Ah, that's fair. Okay.
That or she just didn't notice my eyes are blue.
Yeah, to be fair, the picture might have been quite far out.
Okay.
We're good?
Yep.
Okay, let's accept then, and we're gonna start off with some lore. Some of that sweet.
Yeah, I
sweet
remember
lore.
with Monster Hunter at my friends, I think I would try to make my character look like Harley Quinn.
The world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons.
Dead dragon.
But then there was fire.
Kinda.
And with fire came
There's a lot of people who, as they play through the game, come back to the scene over and over again because things later in the game make a lot more, make this cutscene make a lot more sense,
And of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead.
Some people like to say that he's pretty neato.
Oh yeah, a god that has a lot of dead skeletons in him.
The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone scales. Witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark.
Have you ever heard of flame being associated with Dark Souls? Besides bonfires?
Isn't that you pick up the blue? I think if you die, doesn't like your level of souls or something.
Oh, okay, that kind of thing.
If,
Okay.
I knew about the souls part that if you when you die, the souls drop if you didn't use them yet.
Okay.
But only endless nights.
They kind of look like a blue flame.
And amongst the
Yeah, bluey
living
green
are
kind of.
carriers of the accursed dark side.
Now, do you remember what your character looked like when you designed her, right?
Kinda.
Let's get a look at her now when we get into the game.
She looks different, doesn't she?
Oh yeah?
Why would she look different? I designed her to be pretty. Oh, because we're a prisoner, we look like skin and bones.
You'll see.
Yes, indeed.
It's like
Dark
she...
sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world.
rats even look undead.
Yeah.
Zombie rats.
Sorry, folks, I'm raising my fist for this guy. Whee! Don't want to say too much yet.
Well, I look like I'm nearly dead.
On that note, actually, I'm going to ask you a question, and... I'm not a question. I'm going to say something, and this is going to be taken out of context dramatically. I want you to take off your clothes.
Wait, how do I take off my clothes?
So, hit start. Go right over once. With the directional pad. Yeah, press A. And then do you see where your clothes are down at the bottom there? Just press X all along there. For the moment. Just for the moment. You're hitting Y.
Oh.
Take a look.
Ew.
Let's get a good look at her now, like against a wall. Like turn to a wall and position the camera.
Ew. She looks like she's dying. Is that because I made myself really skinny?
That's an element of it. I won't say you would still look quite bony even with the biggest one, but I mean it's gonna look a bit worse when you're really skinny.
I'm
You
trying
know.
to get the front view, but like, ew.
Tell you what, pass me the control. I'll show you.
Dude, front. Ugh. Are you sure I'm not one of the monsters?
Aren't we a beauty, folks? This is how our story begins. Okay, I'll just quickly like put on your.
Oh yeah, because you're probably going to be faster than me. There we go.
We'll get you used to it.
Oh, let's see what people wrote in here.
Oh yes. So actually, that's the another thing you remember that there are.
Be wary of death. Okay.
So these are player messages
I do
that
with
people
this,
have
yeah,
left. Yeah. So we're going to pillage the corpse, and it's a dungeon cell key. Now, something we're going to learn that is important is item descriptions.
Good luck.
That's actually a very good message to have in here.
So B is back.
Yes, it's a backstep. Although if you're moving when you do that, you'll roll.
What's that? What?
We'll learn what that is in a moment. A lot of folks are probably giggling in the comments because they're like, oh, I know exactly what she's doing.
Is that... Oh, wait. So I'm pressing Y. Is that stabby? Stabby?
No, Y is whether to two-hand your weapon.
Oh, okay.
We'll go over all of these details in time, but for the moment...
How do I stabby stabby?
Well, R1.
Oh, that, okay.
Look, the message outside will detail that.
R1 and the OR side, and this is like punchy. Got it.
So, can we follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, go on.
So, can you open up your inventory?
Oh, I
So-
opened the door. Oops. Am I dead?
It's fine. It's fine. Fine. So first off, you need to get rid of that. So press A just to get rid of that. Now, yeah, start. Go into browse and use items. So press A.
Where's this one? Okay.
And I need you to move over to. Do you see where the key is?
Yeah.
So we have master key. We have dungeon cell key. So hover over that and press X.
This one?
Yes.
Oh, that's Y. X.
Key to the dungeon of the undead asylum to the north. A mysterious knight, without saying a word, shoved the corpse down into the cell, and on its person was this key. Who was this knight? And what was his purpose? There may be no answers, but one must still forge ahead. So, a lot of the story of this game comes from item descriptions.
Okay.
So we'll need to keep that in mind as we go along. Does the master key say anything good?
Oh.
What does it say? It's still a good one. But in the cursed land of the undead, most doors are better left unopened.
Yeah, fair. Will I continue on?
Yes, so press B. Now, these messages to get out of the menu, you see. Otherwise, you won't be able to do anything. There we go. So, these messages are from the developers to help you. So,
You can leave messages too.
you can, but later on. Are you not going to read the messages?
I was going to kill this thing first. What? Why can't I... Wait, how... Why is he not...
Sorry, so what was your question there?
How do I lock on?
That's what these messages are going to teach you eventually.
Oh, or B's attack. Okay. Also, I should have read the messages.
That's what I was saying! I was telling you to read the messages.
Camera controls are or. Okay, that's standard. Or B is attack.
Yep.
Okay. That guy's dead. Strong attack is or T.
Yeah.
Oh, what I was pressing was strong attack originally. Okay. So this is regular attack. This makes more sense. I can move this more better. Okay.
Now, before we go on, can you look to your right for me?
To my right?
What?
Oh,
you didn't see anything.
There was a figure of that person.
Oh! Okay, sorry, okay. Well, that's how to run. We'll go over that in more detail in a moment, but I just want you to look into this cell.
Oh yeah, that's the monster that I'm supposed to run away from and not actually fight.
Actually, it's a variant of him. This isn't the specific monster that you're going to fight up above.
Oh, it's a different variant, like a stronger version later?
Yeah.
Ew, okay.
Oh boy, okay.
Oh, so this is dash.
Yeah. Now, I want you to observe, when you're running, look at the green bar that's below your health bar when you run.
Oh, it wastes energy!
So that's stamina. Did you just kick the... I forgot, in this game there's some wild ragdoll physics. There's actually a lot of good fun people have with the ragdolls.
Can I go in here? No.
No, you can't. So, also notice when you swing, by the way,
Like this?
see it uses up your green as well.
But the strong one uses up more.
So that's a big part of this game, you see, stamina management, and that's something that's we're going to learn about as we go on.
Oh, that backing also uses it, okay.
Yeah. So, if we head up here, you're going to get one of your big questions answered from this message here.
Wait, target lock, what is it? Or?
So, yeah, R3, yeah. So, that's how you lock onto enemies. So if you have that little circle over them, that's how you know that you've locked onto them. And I believe all you have to do is, like, move the right stick.
Jump!
You can't jump.
Oh, I have to walk up these fucking steps.
Yep. A lot of people like to make
What
jokes
happens if I touch the blood?
Oh, that's actually, so that's a blood stain. So what that actually means is you can see how someone else died.
Oh, let's see how this person died, touch.
Look for their ghost. Wait, is that their ghost?
Yeah.
It's usually a different color in later games, you see. So he was fighting someone there and was trying to parry. We'll talk about parrying later on, by the way. There's a lot of terms in this game.
Wait, how do I turn it off two-handed again? I have it two-handed.
You just press Y again.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Okay, so let's keep on going for the moment, folks. So we can see that ladder up here.
Yeah, but I do like it when games let you see a mini-map of where enemies are.
Actually, that's a famous thing about this game. There's no map of any kind.
Yeah, I know. I heard.
Now, in Elden Ring, that's kind of when they brought in a map, because for an open world game, you kind of need a bit of a map. But in this game, there is none. In Dark Souls 2, there's none.
Reset bonfire. Yeah, got it, developer. Oh.
So let's activate that bonfire for the moment. These are your friends, Kathlynn. You're gonna love these bonfires.
Ooh, and I did a bonfire, my first trophy.
Yeah, enkindle.
Rest bonfire?
Yes, now right now we can't really do anything with this bonfire, but notice how the screen gets all covered in like fog when you sit down? So basically that resets enemies.
Oh, okay.
Now there are a few types of enemies, bosses and mini bosses, that don't respawn.
Okay, fair.
But everything else will respawn when you rest at a bonfire.
So, to leave, just press B?
Well yeah, B or A, that's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Well, A if it's over leave. So, here's...
Wait, someone died here?
Yep. You want to see how they died?
Wait, I don't see any enemies here, though.
If I was a betting man for this, I bet it was PvP.
Oh, can I be killed right now? By random people?
No, not by people, no. I'll go more into that. Sorry, folks. It might sound like I'm holding a lot of information away from Kathlynn right now, but the reason is I want to get through this bit first, and once we get to Firelink Shrine, that's when I'm going to go into detail about a lot of stuff.
Is this where the big guy is? I can't remember.
So here's the thing. Open this door, and then I want you to look up. Up as high as you can.
Oh, he's up there.
There he is.
See him.
Yeah, that's where he hops down.
And is it to the side I run?
Yes, it is.
It's that side. I'm pointing left.
Yeah, okay. If you remember that, then sure, I'll give you that. Yeah, it's the left-hand side you gotta run to.
Do I dash or don't dash?
It's up to you. I don't want to command too much of your gameplay.
Oh, I really don't. Like, it's a cutscene when he jumps down, isn't it? Or
No, it's not a cutscene. See, you got there before his boss bar even appeared.
Oh wait, I can't. He can't get me now, can he?
No, he can't get you now. No. So, light the bonfire behind you.
Where? Oh, I didn't even notice the bonfire.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like in this game, every time you come across a bonfire, you light it immediately and rest. Because that's essentially checkpointing. If you die, you go back to the last bonfire you rested.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah. Sorry, everyone. You didn't see me scream.
Yeah.
Which area had the rolling? I thought the rolly thing was in this area too. The boulder that I got scared of.
Well, it has to be because this was the only area you did back many years ago.
Yeah, I thought the boulder was before that guy, but maybe not. I still remember trying to fight that guy.
A lot of people try to fight that guy with. Do you realize what kind of weapon you have right now?
A broken sword?
A broken sword. Yeah. Basically, you just have the hilt with a little bit of the blade on there.
Yeah, but you just assumed that you could still do it?
But the funny thing is, if you upgrade that weapon enough, you can actually then transform it into a surprisingly good weapon later on in the game.
Like, actually, what if we just went back to the first bonfire and kept resetting and going down and just killing those, like, 3 enemies every time? How long would it take you to level up to be able to fight that guy?
Well, the problem here is we haven't actually access to leveling up yet.
Oh, so you can't even do that.
You can't even do that right now.
Fair.
So, yeah. But anyway, this next corridor is important. So, is this... Yeah, get your shield.
Where is the shield?
So the shield is actually down the hallway just a little bit.
Someone died here.
Yes, I wonder why.
Ah!
See? I was saying I wonder why.
When does the arrow leave me?
It takes a while, actually. It's embedded in you for a while. It will disappear. There we go.
Oh, he's hitting the wall right now.
So you can see this guy is shooting his bows. But that's where your shield is. You see the little glowing thing on the ground? So go over here, grab it, and run into this side area here. No, not that. In here. Yeah, you're safe in here. So now there's more messages on the ground.
Arms, icon, change equipment. Okay.
And then what's the other one say? I've actually forgotten. Oh yeah, just hold LB with left shield equipped to guard. Yeah.
Okay.
So I will say, folks, that these days when I play Dark Souls, I played this game without a shield. Do you see where the shield icon is? Yeah, it's there.
There you go.
I tend to two-hand my weapon all the time, but particularly when you're starting out with Dark Souls, you're going to be guarding all the time. So yeah, you can kind of walk towards him with it held up, and it will block it, do you see? Now eventually he's going to be a coward and run away. You kicked him!
Get over here, you bastard!
Okay, well you're going to take a very long time to kill this guy with your broken sword.
Why?
Because he's much more health than the... Okay, you've actually made him now so that he's going to stay around and fight you.
Oh, so I was supposed to let him run away? Oh, oops.
Yeah, well, okay, tell you what. Run quickly up there. Do you see there's an item up above? That's where your actual weapon is. Your scimitar. So why don't you run back to the door that you had before? Well, I was saying run rather than gingerly jog.
Oops. It's fine.
Okay, equip that scimitar. So replace...
Everyone was probably like, what is she doing?
Yeah. So now you have an actual weapon. A much more useful weapon. So now you can go back and absolutely... Oh, he ran off now.
Yeah, he was like, this bitch.
Just gingerly jogging away.
Where is he now?
He's gone into that little door to the left, you see. Is that a player message, by the way, or is that...
I don't know. I'm afraid he'll hit me if I go here. No, he's not. Okay.
Oh, no. So that's just explaining... You use your directional pads to change your weapons and to access items. I'll go into more detail with that with you later on.
Oh, there he is. Oh, I did the wrong. Oh, that was faster.
Yeah, way faster. So, these are fog walls.
Yeah.
Now, fog walls, I'm going to say there's 2 types of fog walls, you see. So, there's fog walls that separate areas out for PvP content.
Okay.
And then there's fog walls that lead you to bosses. So, it's a bit of a gamble sometimes of like, you go to a fog wall and you're like, am I going up against a boss or not? Of course, once you know the game, you'll always know.
Okay,
because...
what's PvP though?
Oh, player versus player.
Oh, do I have to do that?
You don't have to know. Again, I'll tell you how to access it, and you can completely ignore it.
I hate playing with random people. Sorry, everybody.
That's fair. Okay.
So is this a boss?
Let's see.
You couldn't just tell me.
Oh, come on. You know I want some, suspense with this kind of stuff. I gotta keep in mind that,
I'll get a cutscene if it's a boss, right?
not always.
I don't see a boss.
There was no boss here. I
Oh.
can tell you now. So, yeah, so you've learned about backstepping, but the more important part is to learn rolling. You see that?
Oh, I did that earlier when I was running.
Yes.
Oh, the boulder was around here.
Sure.
No, I think. Somewhere.
Sorry, folks. She's been a bit spoiled on the whole boulder situation. But it's
Yeah, but
only
yeah.
this first area, folks. It's only this
Yeah,
first area. The
that-
rest of the game, she
It's
doesn't know
up-
anything
it's
about.
one of these staircases has that evil boulder that I was scared.
That you freaked out with last time, yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember which staircase it is, but I don't think I can go up this one because I think that
It's all broken and busted. You can see there's an item up there, but we can't get to it
I
this
think
way.
what I have to do is I have to go up the stairs and then down. No. So is it not up the stairs? Boulder?
I don't want to say anything.
Can't remember where it came from. Ah! So I was right, it was up.
You knew it was up there,
Why
but...
should I do it again? Is it still up there?
Nah, it's just the one.
Oh fuck, okay, I'm already nearly dead. Ah!
Okay. So now, before we... So first off, there's a few things. First off, this door's locked in front of us. So we can't open it right now. But you see the boulder broke open this back here. Before we go in there, though, there's something else I want to show you. So go down the stairs now. And open this door up down here.
Oh, this leads back to the bonfire.
Yes.
I remember, yeah.
So you can get your health back now is basically the point.
I might go to the bonfire.
Yeah, now keep in mind all those little skelly boys will come back.
Yeah, that's fine. Can I go back and fight that thing? So now if I wanted.
Well, you can go ahead and try.
I'm not going to.
Okay, I'll just tell you. You can't, because if you go up to that door and examine it, see what it says.
Blocked by some contraption.
Yep, so we can't go back in through that door. So we're going to have to find another way in there. So, now we're going to want to go into this hole in the wall.
I'm going to... Will I kill that guy? Nah, I won't. Or should I? For souls.
It's up to you.
Souls!
So you,
For the love of souls. Ah, no.
you know with souls that they're both your experience points and your currency.
Oh, okay. That sucks.
Well, it's actually pretty good. This game
There's...
design.
Wasn't there something in here and I thought it was really dark before and I hated it?
Honestly don't remember. We want to go in and talk to that guy. This is the guy who gave us the key, remember?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you. You're a no.
He's-
No, Hollow.
There's voice acting.
Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Yeah, sure.
Admittedly, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask, an undead favorite.
Oh man, Estus, fantastic.
Well, it's...
You got your Estus flask. This is so important in this game.
Do I press OK?
Yeah.
Oh, and this.
We'll look at the item descriptions for these two items in a moment.
Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
Now this is very interesting dialogue he says. Like he's talking about like dying and then losing his sanity. Did you catch that?
Dying. Oh, so he died and then lost his sanity?
Well, no, that he's saying that he'll die and then lose his sanity. And there he just said, I would hate to harm you after death.
Oh, so that means if I come back, he is one of those deady things if I come back here?
Potentially.
Okay, but it's not going to happen right now.
No. In fact, actually, something quite sad happens.
Where do I go now?
If we go back out through the hole,
Yeah?
there we go, he just died.
I thought I heard the boulder again.
No, that was him dying. You see, you got his souls.
Oh, no, they're 210. Okay, I'm guessing that opens this door here.
Yes, actually, before we do anything
Should
else...
I just go to the bonfire so I don't have to go back to that scene again?
Wait, did you say back to that scene again?
Like, if I die, don't I go back? Oh, there's a little thing here. I didn't notice this.
Okay. So this is another thing you're going to learn about this game, Caitlin.
Yeah?
This game auto-saves every moment. No matter where you go out of it, it'll only be like 1 second behind. So he's never going to be like that again, ever, no matter what happens.
Oh, so I thought you said if I go to the next...
Bonfire. Yeah, it'll respawn enemies.
Should I just go back to get my health all back?
If you want, sure.
And make sure I saved my... Oh, I lose the souls still, yes.
If you die, yeah. And then die again before you get them back. But yes, so like you can't... Like, if you make a bad decision, you gotta live with it in this game, Caitlin. You can't like reload it and...
So no save scumming?
No save scumming.
Damn it.
What I do like is the fact that I can pick it up and like exit at any point though. Like I don't have to go to a save point.
It's okay, I still have more health.
So before we go on with this, Caitlin, can we actually read those item descriptions?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's no problem. So go into the inventory. So first off, let's read the Estus flask description. The undead treasure these dull green flasks. Now, the important thing to remember with these flasks is that when you rest at a bonfire, you'll get those flasks back.
Okay, cool.
The Estus flasks are linked to the Fire Keepers. The Dark Tales also make reference. An emerald flask from the Keeper's soul. She lives to protect the flame and dies to protect it further. So this is our first mention of Fire Keepers.
And if there's a key as well.
Yes. We want to read this Undead Asylum one. Yeah. Key to the iron bars on the east side of the second floor of the North Undead Asylum. The Undead Asylum is a giant undead prison segmented by countless iron bars. Even if an undead were to escape from a cell, passage to the outside world would not be gained easily. This is all important stuff. So you can be out of it. That is a thing that a lot of new players, like, they forget sometimes to go fully out of that menu. So yeah, you've already learned about wielding it two-handed. And I can give you more specifics on it, on why you'd want it two-handed later on in the future.
Oh, then A.
So, okay, so this can be quite tricky to do. So you can kick if you press forward and RB at the same time, and you can do a jump attack, the same thing, but with right trigger instead.
Okay, so...
You accidentally kicked the guy earlier, remember? Oh, okay, yes. So with those curved swords, that is your form of kick. Just to tell you.
That's kind of cool.
It's like a backflip kind of thing.
So... Any enemies? Read.
Resting a bonfire revives enemies. Doesn't revive bosses, doesn't revive mini-bosses.
Oh!
You with the string...
Cause I'm so used to other games, it's,
You might want to back off, your health is very low.
Oh my god.
Why don't you take a sip?
How do I do that again?
X. That's how you use an item. Okay, there we go. That's funny, he didn't stagger. Normally he should stagger, particularly since you're two-handing this. Okay, kill this arrow guy, and then I take another Estus.
And let him shoot me first, because it'll take him a few.
Yep, that's exactly Caitlin. That's very good practice to have.
That's a boss back here.
Yes.
God damn it.
Now, for the message here, I believe it only applies once we go through the actual fog wall. So let's ignore that for the moment. Let's move on to, do you see those messages to the side? So if you go behind an enemy and press RB, you'll like do what's called a backstab, which is a form of critical hit. So you can practice with this guy if you want.
Oh, fuck! Ah, I might have to go back and refill my flask.
You might.
Shit, that was my fault.
So the controls will take a while.
Yeah, I keep pressing X, everybody.
It's fine. It's in a lot of games. I do acknowledge that. Even Souls-likes. There's like some Souls-likes do go with the shoulder buttons, like in Dark Souls, and then other Souls-likes actually do. I think in Code Vein, which is one of the few Souls-likes you've actually played.
Yeah, I haven't finished it because I game topped again.
I think you do use like X to attack, right? And Y is like a heavy attack. And I remember being quite confused with that when I played it because I was used to this. So it is a bit inconsistent from that regard.
Trying to lure him out to me. Come here, baby.
Referring to this guy as a baby is kind of funny to me.
One guy is stronger than the other. There we go.
No, they're not, because these two are exactly the same.
Oh. Let him hit me.
I played this game enough to know. How many times have I played through the game? Like, so many times.
Oh.
I don't know if I actually said this before, Caitlin, but this is actually my second favorite game of all time.
Oh, fuck, that's actually going to go into the thing. Oh my god, okay, where are my souls?
There they are, the glowing ones. So just press A on it, and you will get them back.
Okay.
Okay, so you didn't do anything special with him, but that's fine. We can practice this.
No, I was afraid I'll die again. I'll lose all my souls again.
Yeah, that's fair. So look at this message that you went over.
Over here?
That one there. So pairing. So you know pairing is a big deal in Dark Souls, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm terrible at it.
A lot of people aren't great at it. It's really useful.
Can I go through
if you
here
look-
and skip the boss?
Try.
I have a master key.
So the master key doesn't work on all locks, remember that? So you're going to want to heal once. It's fine, we can go into the boss with Forestus. So read again, just before we go, and read the message here again.
Oh, well, falling, plunging, or B. So I have to press or B?
While you're falling. And that's a plunging attack.
Or B is this one.
Yes. So let's go through here now.
Am I falling right away?
Nope. So look down. There he is.
He can't come up to me, can he? Oh my god, he can! I fucked it up already! Oh my god, I fucked it up already! Ah!
So that's I love that. That if you take too long, he like comes up to you.
How do I dodge again? Oh my god!
B. You dodge with B.
Oh my god.
Okay, get away from him and heal.
Ah! I'm trying to press it. Is that door locked now? I can't escape again, can I?
Can't escape, no.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm trying!
You know what? That was exactly how I wanted it to go.
You wanted me to fail?
No, I don't want you to fail. I think you could win. You got half his health down already.
Oh my god. And I only have one Esther flask left.
Estus, yeah.
Oh, I forgot I'm dodging and I can't attack.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Oh.
If you dodge, you're committed to it.
Oh my god, okay. Oh, okay. It's like, yay!
You got it, Caitlin! See? And you didn't even get the plunging attack on him. The plunging attack takes like 2/5 of his health off.
I was like, oh, look, there he is! And you were like, jump king. Can I go back?
Yes, you can. See, it's opened.
Oh, oops.
And look, I think he gave you 2,000 souls as well.
Yay.
So that's pretty good. So, before we continue on, read, there's 2 items you got there. So I want you to read the description of the big key, the big pilgrim's key. Key to the inner door of the undead asylum main hall. Big key belonging to a chosen undead pilgrim. But this chosen undead knows not what this pilgrimage has in store. So are we that chosen undead?
More than likely, because we're the main character.
Interesting.
For plot points, yes.
Very good, very good. And then the second thing we got was actually a regular item. So if you go back to the left, it's a humanity.
Yeah.
So read the description. So, rare tiny black sprite found on corpses. So you can use it to gain 1 humanity and restore a large amount of HP. This black sprite is called humanity, but little is known about his true nature. If the soul is the source of all life, then what distinguishes the humanity we hold within ourselves?
Okay.
So notice that there's a lot of cryptic item descriptions. And a big part of this game is putting together the world and the story.
Just making sure he's not.
I've actually always compared, and I don't know if this is a good comparison, but I've always compared the stories in these games to like learning a language where
Be
it's...
wary of fall.
Talk about the fall up above.
Oh, look at all the people that died.
Yeah, and you didn't die once to him actually, right?
No, because I ran away.
That's fantastic. But I mean, even when you messed up that fall, like, he knocked you down. And you still beat him. So that's impressive.
Yeah, the sword was much better. Oh, yay. And I think there's a bonfire out here. This is as far as I got everybody, I think.
Something like that. I thought you saw the cutscene up here.
I did, as in like this area. Good job. Go straight ahead.
Now, before you do that, actually, there is one detour you can make at one point. Not here. Go up here a bit, and I think it's a left here. Just go left.
Let me just do this. Praise the sun.
Praise the sun!
Left.
Yeah, if you go down here, do you see there's a slope leading down? There's an item down here.
Ooh, I love hidden stuff.
Careful you don't fall off. Soul of a lost undead. Do you want to read that description?
Okay.
Used to acquire souls. So souls of a lost undead who has long ago gone hollow. Used to acquire souls. Souls are the source of all life, and whether undead or even hollow, one continues to seek them. So we're coming across these terms hollow.
Like
So-
Hollow Knight.
Like Hollow Knight, sure. Yes,
Yes.
that's good. So these, a lot of people colloquially kind of refer to these as hard souls, as opposed to what we have, like the 2460 there, some people call soft souls. So when you die, it's your soft souls that are like, in that green pile, and you have to reclaim them.
But hard souls you can keep.
Yes. So a lot of people use those to like, they pop them when they just need a little bit more souls or something, you know? So we'll get into that kind of habit in a while.
Oh, do I get picked up by a giant bird here?
Oh, you remember that too?
I remember the giant bird. Yeah.
But,
'Cause
okay,
it's
literally.
Very Lord of the Rings-esque.
A little, yeah.
Legends, it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
So we're going to be heading to Firelink Shrine, and here's a question, Caitlin. So time-wise, we're actually probably due to finish this right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you can come back next time and handle a huge amount of information all at once?
Hopefully.
Okay, so in that case, we can stop here at a moment. So this is Firelink Shrine. This is basically our hub area.
Woohoo.
Lordran, level up and kindle up bonfires.
We'll do level up first, I think.
Oh, I'd want to go through stats with you first, you see.
Oh, okay, we won't do that. So will I just use a bonfire?
Yeah, you can rest at the bonfire. And you see there's a bunch of options there now. But we'll deal with those options next time because there's so much. Folks, next episode of this, it's going to be so much information. I'd be surprised if we're actually even going to get out of this area, like in the next episode, just because there's so much.
Am I going to be playing this for 3 years?
Hopefully not. I'm going to do my best to make sure that you go through this game as smoothly as possible.
Okay.
Think about it. You actually did pretty well with that boss. You did better than I expected.
Yeah, because I vaguely remembered it. I don't know how.
I thought, alright, that you were going to get hit up there. That you weren't going to do the plunging attack. You were going to stare at him a bit, and then he was going to come up and hit you. But you beat him even with that handicap. So I think that's actually fantastic. That's a very good start.
I'm glad I picked my person. I think they move. Actually, I do think they move quite fast.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
it.
like that.
And
That's what I
that's something we'll go into more detail
I
with.
liked that's why I picked her. I wanted someone who moved. Who's this person? Can he kill me?
No, that's another person right now standing at that bonfire.
We can't talk to each other.
No. You can see each other, but you can't talk to each other now.
I look like a beautiful skeleton.
Yeah, we'll go over it. We'll learn how to fix that, how to look like we did with the character creation afterwards as well.
She's a sexy skeleton. Okay, let's go.
So that was our first experience. Well, I say first experience.
Okay, I played the years ago when we were in college. I think that.
So she remembered a few bits, but this was literally as far as she got, folks. Everything from this point onward, beside if I possibly mentioned stuff to her over the years, but like in terms of her seeing things,
That's all I.
everything from now on is completely blind to her. So.
I did see some stuff about the Sun Knight because that guy I used to kind of see before.
Yeah, that's fair.
I know
think-
there's some like big backstory with him, but I honestly can't really remember it.
That's fair. So so next time, folks, I'm going to be going through huge amounts of information about the mechanics of this game, about the various stats. I'm going to make sure that she gets some different pieces of equipment so she kind of mess about and see what she likes the most, etc., etc.
I kind of like that sword. It's nice, light, and slashes.
Yes, that can be good. But I want to make sure that you try out a bunch of different weapon types and just see which one you like the most. But anyway, folks, So that has been Dark Souls Remastered. Hopefully you have enjoyed these episodes. And of course, if you enjoyed these episodes, please give it a like. It would be very much and greatly appreciated. Consider checking out some of our other content on our channel. And of course, this is Owen, also known as the Immortalium.
And I am Caitlin.
And bye-bye!
Bye!